I'm in the mountains today, and I'm on this road headed to some old mine ruins. I'm not sure all that's there. In fact, they're so well hidden, you wouldn't even see them on satellite, since, obviously we're in the woods, so everything's pretty well covered up. I don't know what to expect. I found them the other day when I was driving down this road, although it was late and I didn't want to get out of the vehicle and have a look around, so we're gonna do that today. All I seen when I was the other day was an old bed frame and an old barrel, which makes me think there's probably quite a few other remnants in this. There's probably some old cabins and stuff, so let's go have a look and see what we can find. That right there is the bed frame I seen the other day. This is the other remnants I seen. So I'm thinking let's go in these woods, have a look around after we look at those ones. Cross the street. I'm sure there's some other stuff on this side. You would be surprised what you find. Just seeing that bed and this piece of metal is enough of a sign to me that there's more out here, because why would there just be a old bed, Has to be some other stuff. And it's all heavily wooded, so it's gonna be pretty difficult to find everything. Although I see that's the first structure. Some rock walls. It's always nice. That's how you know it's well built. Oh no, those are rock walls and they put plaster on them. Yeah. Never seen anyone do that before. That probably helps, that definitely helps with insulation. Especially in these mountains. I guess in the desert you don't have to do that as much, but in these mountains, it gets cold. Although it's definitely well hidden from the road. I would have never known this was out here if it wasn't for that bed that was out by the road. Yeah. Look at that. This is Forest Service land, but if you could own something like this, you just, get all this out, cut these trees, and those walls, they're still in good condition. You could put up a new roof and you're good to go. You got yourself a little cabin. And right there, not sure if you could see that, what would especially make this a nice place to live. See that waterfall? We'll have to check that out later too. Although this is all overgrown. Let's go back to the front of the cabin. Now that we've seen that cabin, that makes me think, because what other reason would they be living out here other than mining? So let's keep having a look around. That makes me think there might be a mine. You can see the outside of the cabin. They really stacked it up with rocks. Must have been pretty well insulated. Yeah, look at that. There's some more stuff right there. It's just getting to it. It's so heavily wooded. Yep, another structure. This one doesn't look like a cabin. May have been, although looks a lot more like a workshop. Now look at that. Got that random slab of cement. Had a pole in the middle of it. Yeah. This stuff, it's all overgrown. And as you look down, all that must have fallen off the cabin or workshop, whatever this was. Likely not a cabin. I see some other stuff over there. I'll have to check that out soon. If there is a mine out in this area, it's definitely going to be a tricky one to find. With everything being overgrown, I assume the mine will be just as overgrown. A neat little place. Some metal piping. Glass bottle. Yep. Off an aluminum can. The reason they discontinued those was that few people actually choked on them. That's why the new pull tabs have that real wide area when you open the can. Just there's too big of a choking hazard. And I don't see too much this way other than the waterfall, which I do want to look at. Yeah, another old structure. Let's see. Is there anything this way? Nothing I could see. You could see it's just the foundation that remains. No wood or nothing. And right by the waterfall, look at that, man. At one time somebody lived next to that. That's pretty cool. Although, now going to keep walking this way and see what else we can find. Which I don't see nothing over here. I'm going to assume they probably didn't have anything this way. And it's obviously, since I can't see anything on satellite maps, it's difficult to find all the structures. Although, do you see that? Another old piece of metal. Makes me think maybe if we walk down this way, might find something. And then an old pipe right there. I'm on this giant piece of wood, an old fallen down tree, and being this high up, it really gives a good perspective of what's around us. I was looking around this mountainside and I don't see anything, so I'm going to assume there's no mines. There's nothing, no signs of a mine or anything, so I'm going to begin hiking down the mountain and having a look on the other side of the road to see if we could find anything else. This is a real thickly wooded area. You could see stuff we're looking at is just in those woods. You can't even see it, even though we're right by them. So probably gonna hike down this way. I'm walking around the woods right now and I'm finding a couple old scraps of metal, but that's about it. Not much else. Gonna keep looking, although I'm not sure if we'll find anything else today. Which sucks. I really think there's a mine somewhere in this area. Although no structures or anything. It's like we keep getting clues that there's remnants, there's stuff around, but we just can't find anything. So I'm gonna keep looking. This tells me something might be around. So I went in those woods, didn't find anything. Over there's where we found all those other structures, and guess go this way. If I don't find anything in this area, I'm gonna probably call it a day. We didn't find too much, but did look at a little bit. It was pretty neat. I was expecting to find a mine, although throughout all those mountains right there, that's where a mine would be. This way is just downhill. And we didn't find any mines, no tailing piles, no signs of mines. So, yeah. I think this was probably a mining community, but we didn't really find any mines. They're probably at a different location. They probably have mines up that mountain and they probably trucked the materials down to this area. So I'm gonna call that it. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like the video.